When he first suited up for the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2003, few could have imagined that LeBron James would still be playing in the NBA as a valuable member of the Los Angeles Lakers. As the future Hall of Famer prepares to suit up for a record 23rd season of professional basketball, he and Nike are unveiling a bespoke apparel and footwear collection to commemorate the milestone. The Forever King capsule is an ode to the milestones accumulated throughout James' illustrious career. It's much too lengthy to list them all out, but just know it will be a long time before we see anyone rival even 25% of the Akron native's feats. A line of this prestige naturally requires serious efforts by several of Nike's best creatives. This is where Ross Klein, Jarrett Mann, Will Green, and Libby Muir come in. They worked alongside James to develop a collection fitting for this milestone, which is headlined by jerseys and shorts that celebrate his career with St. Vincent St. Mary High School, the Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and the Lakers. Lifestyle pieces include 2 jackets, a hoodie, pants, and shorts. The sportswear pieces feature premium embellishments like trim finishes and metal grommets, as well as Forever King drawcord clamps, woven jock tags, and line embroidery. A lot of what we do in Nike basketball is performance-focused. Mann, who serves as lead footwear PLM with Nike Basketball, explained to Boardroom. We're focused on making athletes better day after day, innovating for them. But I think from an emotive side, basketball has always been a cross-section between sport and culture. So, as we look at models like a LeBron XCI, if you are not a consumer who's maybe playing on the court and looking for the most responsive foam on their foot, there's an emotive side to LeBron James. The stories that he's told, whether they're inspirational, whether they're groundbreaking on the court, whether they're just simply impossible feats, those are the things that I think any consumer can have a natural connection with the game of basketball, too. From a performance aspect, standout features on the LeBron XCI to look forward to include, for the first time in James' signature lineage, a silhouette with a full-length ZoomX drop-in midsole, paired with a brand new crown containment system that promises stability for high-force movements. But the shoe isn't just built for performance. It's rich with storytelling, too. Even the 23 colorways tell a tale. The Uncharted launch hue celebrates the 4-time Finals champions milestone of becoming the first NBA player to score more than 40,000 points. The second colorway, Miami Twice, commemorates the 40-year-old's back-to-back NBA titles and Finals MVPs, while the third style, the Chosen One and the One Who Chose, is a family affair designed in honor of James and his son, Bronny, becoming the NBA's first father-son duo to play for the same team on October 22, 2024. From the beginning, the collection was designed to reflect James' journey not just as an athlete, but as a cultural icon and community leader. Every detail, including strategically placed Easter eggs, had to accurately reflect his legacy and the values he represents on and off the hardwood. This commitment to authenticity wasn't just a creative choice. It was a foundational principle that guided the entire process, ensuring the collection didn't just wear James' name, but encompass a decades-long story through high-end merchandising. "I feel like without the jerseys, it would be an incomplete story," said Green, the lead apparel designer with Nike, when asked about a non-negotiable apparel piece that had to be included. To think about LeBron's journey from SVSM all the way through to the Lakers, I feel like if the jersey component wasn't there, then it would have been a miss. But it also would have been a miss if we didn't take the jerseys and run it through a LeBron filter. We had to make sure that it felt premium. It felt luxurious. That's one thing with LeBron. He's always pushing us to make it better. It's always pushing us to how do we make this different? How do we elevate it? How do we make it fit for a king? Nike at its best. Encompassing all of James' achievements into one drop is no easy task, and let's be real, few of us will ever see another person come close to achieving even a fraction of what he has. That doesn't mean we shouldn't channel our inner GOAT within our respective disciplines. What's made the James signature line special for 23 years can't be boiled down to just the design. It's the lasting cultural resonance. Every kid remembers their first pair. Every fan has that moment, watching in awe, growing up alongside someone who's not just met expectations, but shattered them since his teenage years. We've seen countless LeBron releases over the years, but this collection strikes a different chord. one that resonates with anyone still amazed by his athleticism, unrelenting drive, and the ongoing quest to add more chapters to an already anthology-sized legacy. James' story isn't just about what he's done on the hardwood. It's about how he's done it, with conviction, confidence, and with a team that believes in the task at hand. Fans and consumers are going to look at this drop and perhaps won't think about the time, multiple design iterations, and other elements factored into the process. In a moment of reflection, the creative team was asked to sum up that experience in one word: proud, powerful, empowered, creative. And those weren't just buzzwords, they were reflections of a tightly run operation. "This team lifted each other up every day," said Muir, Nike's GM and business director of global men's basketball, athlete businesses LeBron James. "Everyone brought their expertise, but also inspired each other. That kind of energy is rare, and it shows in the work." At Nike, performance is expected. But what sets the LeBron XCI launch apart is its emotional craftsmanship, how it mirrors the values that have defined his career: empowerment, collaboration, reinvention. Whether it's footwear, apparel, or the stories we're telling, this collection is about giving consumers that surprise and delight, added Klein, the lead FW designer at Nike Basketball. And when we hit that note, that's when Nike is at its best. The LeBron XCI debuts in the Uncharted launch colorway in China beginning September 25th before launching globally at Nike.com and select retail locations October 3rd. The Forever King apparel collection launches ahead of the upcoming holiday season. Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Doncic has turned heads this offseason with a dramatic 31-pound weight loss, one of the biggest storylines for the team ahead of the 2025-26 season. Analysts have attributed the transformation to criticism about his body and off-court habits during his time in Dallas before being traded to the Lakers midseason. But Lakers assistant coach Greg St. Jean said the influence of veteran LeBron James has been just as significant. "You know what? I always find this. Iron sharpens iron," St. Jean told Basket News. "When you're around really good players, it's just like when you're a coach, and you're around a really good coach. You can't help but be motivated to continue to get better at your craft. I think Luka's learned a little bit from every great player he's been around. And I know he's always looked up to LeBron. He's always been somebody he's really admired. So I think having those two together is obviously motivating. I think it's two-way motivating as well. I don't think it's just a one-way street." James' world-class body care has been widely reported, contributing to his longevity in the league. The soon-to-be 41-year-old has reportedly spent $1.5 million annually on body care and training. "I think LeBron, you can see, is working really hard as well. He's up at 5 a.m., and he's working on his body as well," St. Jean said. "So I think our team and our players, it's not just about those two guys, but I think everybody's motivated to come back and have a really good season." Diet, fasting, and training. According to Slovenian Pop TV, Doncic has shed an average of more than 10 pounds per month since the Lakers season ended in April. In a Men's Health magazine cover interview, he revealed following a 16-hour intermittent fasting schedule 6 days a week. Each day except Sunday, Doncic fasts from 8:30 p.m. until noon the following day, with his first workout scheduled at the end of the fasting window. His diet focuses on gluten-free, low-sugar foods, with at least 250 grams of protein daily and a shake made with almond milk. He has also incorporated plant-based foods into his regimen and took a month off from basketball to recover physically and mentally. On court impact, Doncic said he expects the off-season changes to improve his conditioning and overall performance. "I would just say a little bit of everything," Doncic told reporters. "Obviously a little bit faster. But I don't know, just trying to help the team condition-wise. Obviously, playing a lot of minutes, a lot of games, so I think that's going to be the best for me." The transformation appears to be paying off. Doncic is leading all scorers in the 2025 FIBA Eurobasket, averaging 32.4 points per game. He also leads in efficiency, 35.4, and ranks second in assists, 8.4. Notably, he is also leading the tournament in steals, averaging 3.2 per game, and helped Slovenia advance to the round of 16 with 16 steals in the group stage. As the Lakers prepare for the new season, Doncic's improved conditioning and the mentorship of James are expected to be key factors in the team's performance. Observers will be watching whether the combination of off-season discipline and veteran influence translates to on-court success in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Lakers are always on the hunt for all-stars. That has been evident throughout their entire existence, and that was the case in February when they acquired superstar guard Luka Doncic. Doncic will now spearhead the Lakers for what they hope is the next 10-plus seasons. The Lakers have their superstar, but now they must get him some help in order to lead them to the promised land multiple times. There are numerous players who can assist Doncic and the Lakers in achieving their goal. One massive three-team trade idea by Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report would see the Lakers land all-star forward Lauri Markkanen. Lakers receive Lauri Markkanen. Jazz receive Terry Rozier, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, a 2026 first-round pick from LA, a 2031 first-round pick from LA, and a 2031 first-round pick from Miami. Heat receive Austin Reeves and SVI Mykhailiuk. The Lakers lose a significant amount in this trade, which includes a substantial portion of their depth and one of their star players, Reeves. However, there is no doubt that they acquire the best player in the trade in Markkanen, who may be the talent the Lakers need to put them in title contention status. The Finland native stands at 7 feet tall and is able to spread the floor, playing well on both sides of the court. His defense may not be his strong suit, but he can score with the best of them and is a willing defender. The former lottery pick has been a hot trade commodity for the past handful of seasons. The Jazz are a team not heading anywhere, and Markkanen is one of their most prized possessions when it comes to the trade market. Markkanen has not played in the postseason in his 8-year career, and at 28 years old, a change of scenery with a team with high aspirations could be in the cards for him. Last season was a down year for the big man, especially compared to the past 2 years before the 2024-25 season. Markkanen played in only 47 games last season, averaging 19.0 points, 5.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 0.7 steals per game in 31.4 minutes of action. He's played for nothing throughout his career, and that has especially been the case the past 3 seasons since arriving in Utah in 2022. The price may be hefty for the Lakers, and if this trade could be made, it's unclear if LA would actually pull the trigger on it.